There's a video clip of the Hipster Bandit during one of his robberies. Now, this was a robbery that occurred on September 25th in Fallbrook. You'll notice when he comes up to the teller counter, he unfolds his demand note there. And the demand note basically says that he's there to rob the bank. He usually demands specific denominations. Now, you see the bank employees receiving his note. He's read the note, and after reading the note, he provides him with a sum of cash, and he walks out. And you'll notice his dress, he's wearing a red shirt there with the sleeves covering his forearms. Once again, he's wearing the sunglasses. He sits down, he has a collared shirt, it covers his upper biceps, he's wearing a necktie, and once again he presents his demand note. Oftentimes demand notes are very threatening in their demands. Now, this is a picture of his last robbery, which just occurred last weekend. Now you can see his appearance is completely different from the other robberies. He's unshaven here, and he's not wearing a collared shirt or the necktie, but also he's still trying to cover his forearms, and now we see that there's a tattoo here. We don't know what the tattoo is, but certainly there's an indication that he is someone that has some tattoos. So when you look at his appearance, he has the widow's peak in his hair, he has the unshaven look now. He's described as a white male, approximately 5'3", maybe up to 5 feet, skinny in build. He's an active bank robber right now, so he's someone that we want to get off the street. We had 48 bank robberies last year in San Diego County, and of those 48, 3 of those we believe were committed by the Hipster Bandit. Now, when you go back and you look at the Hipster Bandit and how often he robs, it looks like he's robbing about every 2 months. His first robbery was in July, the second one was in September, then he waited again until November, and now we have him robbing again in January. So what we know about this individual is, number one, he likes to use a demand note. Number two, he likes to rob banks that are inside of grocery stores. Number three, he looks like his cycle has been every 2 months. Now, whether he sticks with that cycle or not, we don't know. The other thing is that in his previous robberies, he always seemed to be a little bit more tailored in his appearance. He was wearing a necktie, he was wearing collared shirts. Now he seemed to be slipping, and now he's wearing the t-shirts, and he looks a little unshaven. The picture that we got from last weekend's robbery was a great photo. So when you have photos of this quality, we want to make sure that we get those photos out and we share them with the public, and we hope someone out there knows this person. And if so, contact the FBI, contact San Diego Police Department, the Sheriff's Department, La Mesa Police Department. Right now we're working with a number of local law enforcement agencies, but the agencies that he's robbed in San Diego, he's robbed in San Diego Sheriff's jurisdiction, and he's robbed in La Mesa. So this is someone that has the propensity to rob in different jurisdictions around San Diego. So even though he hasn't displayed a firearm during any of his robberies, that doesn't mean that he is not carrying a firearm. Oftentimes in the demand notes that are presented by this particular robber and other robbers that use demand notes, there are always some threat of violence. And that's when we're talking about bank robbery. That's what basically we're talking about. We're talking about crimes of violence which involve intimidation and threats of violence. His notes usually indicate that, hey, I'm here to rob the bank, I want specific denominations, and also instructs the bank employee on how to act during the robbery. And oftentimes these bank employees will turn the money over because they're in fear for their safety, and they're also in fear for the safety of the customers that are in the bank. So the first thing, so what they want to do is make sure that when these bank robbers are in there, that they get them out of the bank. You don't want them in the bank there that could, cause a dangerous situation with the employees or customers. So they're doing the right thing, and then leave the rest of it to law enforcement. Now, we believe that this particular robber, the Hipster Bandit, is responsible for 4 bank robberies in San Diego County dating back to July of last year. We believe that the series started on July 2nd with the robbery of a bank in La Mesa, and then he waited until September for his second robbery, and then he robbed again in November. So it appears that this individual is going to continue to rob until he's caught, which is why we're asking the public to take a look at the video, take a look at the pictures, and if there's anyone that has information out there, to please contact the FBI, contact San Diego Police Department, San Diego Sheriff's Department, La Mesa Police Department, or you can even contact Crime Stoppers. You can be eligible for a reward of up to $1,000 for providing information concerning this robber. And if you contact Crime Stoppers or even contact the FBI, you don't have to disclose your identity. You can provide information to law enforcement, to Crime Stoppers, and remain anonymous. So if there's someone out there that has any indication of who this person might be, we ask them to call us. One of the things that we do is we conduct our investigations confidential, meaning that we won't go out there and disclose, we won't disclose a person's identity that's providing information to law enforcement. We take that confidentiality very, very seriously. So if someone calls us, we're not going to basically disclose their participation or the information they're providing to us, so they can feel assured that, that we'll maintain that confidentiality. We don't know. We know that there have been cases we've investigated where bank robbers are people that abuse drugs. We also know that some bank robbers that we've arrested in the past have also had other addictions or vices. So whether this is an indication that he may be someone that falls into that category, we don't know yet. But certainly his appearance has taken a change from the previous 3 robberies, where he appeared to be more tailored in his appearance with the collared shirt, the necktie. His appearance just appeared to be well groomed compared to now. With the unshaven look, he looks a little stressed here. So this is a great photo, and that's why we're putting it out at this time.